The agricultural sector is by far the most important sector in Central America in terms of its contribution to GDP, its export potential, and the high proportion of poor people among its workforce. While most Central American agricultural exports are focused on the U.S. or the regional Central American market, a number of Central American agricultural products also show high potential on the European market. Such products include tropical fruits, processed fruits, and food ingredients. The best chances are for products produced sustainably, for example, certified organic, fair trade, or Rainforest Alliance, since the demand in Europe for quality products is increasing. Costa Rica is located in Central America, bordering both the Caribbean Sea and the North Pacific Ocean, between Nicaragua and Panama. It is slightly smaller than West Virginia. Of the land in Costa Rica, 37.1% is used for agricultural purposes. Agriculture accounts for 14% of the labor force in Costa Rica, and with products like bananas, pineapples, coffee, sugar, corn, rice, beef, poultry, dairy, and timber, it accounts for 6% of the country's GDP. Coffee is one of the world's most popular beverages, as well as the most valuable and widely traded tropical agricultural product. With 80% of it produced by 25 million smallholders, around 125 million people worldwide depend on coffee for their livelihoods. However, many of them fail to earn a reliable living from coffee. Global coffee production varies from year to year according to weather conditions, disease, and other factors, resulting in a coffee market that is inherently unstable and characterized by wide fluctuations in price. This price volatility has significant consequences for those who depend on coffee, like these small farmers, making it difficult for growers to predict their income for the coming season and budget for their household and farming needs. The coffee supply chain is a complex one, as beans pass through growers, traders, processors, exporters, roasters, retailers, and finally the consumer. Most farmers don't even know where their coffee goes or what price it ends up selling for. The more lucrative export of green coffee, which are beans that have been processed ready for export and roasting, is sometimes only an option for farmers if they can form cooperatives, purchase processing equipment, and organize export or hire a contractor to carry out these services. Many of these cooperatives have joined fair trade markets and have changed their production in order to gain coffee certifications such as organic, fair trade, Rainforest Alliance certification, and Starbucks Cafe verification. With fair trade, certified coffee producer organizations are guaranteed to receive at least the fair trade minimum price for their coffee, which aims to cover their cost of production and act as a safety net when market prices fall below a sustainable level. In exchange for receiving fair prices for their products, fair trade farmers must adhere to environmental and labor standards set by certification groups, their largest of which is Fair Trade International, a nonprofit organization based in Germany, which represents 1.24 million farmers and workers in industries including coffee, bananas, and honey. To be certified, farmers have to show a fair trade organization that the cooperative keeps an honest set of books, that it operates democratically, and that it treats workers fairly. Once certified, the cooperative gets 20 cents extra for every pound of fair trade coffee that it sells. The cooperative then decides how to spend that social premium. It could pass the money on to its members or do something else with it, such as improve a local school. With Starbucks certification, farmers also meet other certification program standards, including those of Rainforest Alliance, which food companies such as Nestle use. Under Starbucks Cafe Practices, which stands for Coffee and Farmer Equity Practices, their strict guidelines pushes producers to concentrate on quality instead of volume. Starbucks also prefers to buy coffee from farms certified under its environmental and social standards programs, which were introduced in 2003. An example of cooperative involved in the fair trade market in Costa Rica is CoCafe. The consortium of coffee growers cooperatives of Guanacaste and Monte de Oro, or CoCafe, was the first coffee cooperative in Costa Rica to be fair trade trademarked. It was founded in 1988 and began exporting in 1989 under its own brand name. It was created to form a common front in the search for solutions to the problems of the affiliated cooperatives, and also represent these organizations as a weight block in front of the bodies that govern the cooperative movement of the country. CoCafe has been a model of successful development for many years, mainly in terms of the commercialization of coffee beans, specifically in the niche of alternative market of fair trade in Europe, the United States, and Japan. CoCafe is composed by coffee cooperatives from rural areas of Costa Rica, where all of them work under the principle of union and solidarity in pursuit of the overall well-being of the more than 2,000 producer families. Over 80% of their coffee produced is exported to USA, Europe, and Japan, and about 80% of the exported coffee is sold under the Fair Trade seal. While coffee certifications give small farmers a safety net and could be said to have saved the Costa Rican coffee industry, their fair trade market is not free from criticism. Criticisms include little money reaching the farmers, helping the rich to a greater extent, and an inefficient marketing system. Some producers say that the rules ask for things that are too expensive for many small farmers to buy. such as special showers for workers to use after applying pesticides, and that one of the biggest flaws in the system is that the same rulebook is used worldwide for every type of producer in every type of company. According to the USDA's GAIN report, production of coffee in Costa Rica is expected to decline about 5% in 2015-2016, based on the weaker condition of the coffee plantations, and also as a result of the lower amount of rainfall expected this year. With more cooperatives implementing fair trade standards, perhaps the coffee industry in Costa Rica can continue to succeed and grow despite these predictions.